Do you suffer frequent headaches and neck pain, especially pain that starts in the base of the head? Maybe you've been diagnosed with cervicogenic headaches. If this is you, in this video, we're going to address a question. Bed rest, is it good for the headaches or is it making it worse? As always, we're going to give you 3 tips that you can do at home to help relieve the pain as well. Let's get into the video and find out the answer. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Physio Tips with Mauro. I'm your host, Mauro Burnett. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm a board-certified orthopedic specialist in physical therapy and the owner of Australian Physiotherapy Specialists Physical Therapy Center located here in Jacksonville, Florida, the good old USA. For today's video, we're going to define cervicogenic headache. We're going to look at the question of bed rest. Is bed rest harmful, or does bed rest help cervicogenic headaches? And then finally, we're going to give you 3 simple things that you can do to start help alleviating some pain. Okay, let's start with defining cervicogenic headache. Cervicogenic headache is a headache that's generated by pain at the base of the head. You have 7 neck vertebrae, especially C1, 2, and 3. When it's irritated or inflamed because of its neural connections, it can refer pain to the head. Okay, so in this scenario, the headache is being generated from the spine. That brings up the next question, bed rest. My patients frequently tell me when they have a bad headache, sometimes the only thing that feels better is to get in a dark room and lie down. If you've had bad headaches before, you've probably been there, done that. The next question is, you might find yourself lying down very frequently. If I lie down frequently, is that harming the headache disorder or is that helping the headache disorder? For cervicogenic headaches, research has shown that bed rest or low gravity positioning starts to cause irreversible damage to the intervertebral discs. I've got my spine here with me, and I'll kind of show you this front end where you can see the intervertebral discs here in the spine, right? And the disc itself, the outer edge is made of cartilage, and the inner center is made up of protein-filled fluid called the nucleus pulposus. When you're sleeping at night, when we normally are in recumbent positions, the discs suck in fluid and the discs will swell. So when you first wake up in the morning, guess what? You're the tallest you are throughout the whole day. As you stand and walk around during the daytime, under the weight of gravity, the discs that took in that fluid during the nighttime will expel some of that excessive fluid, up to about 25%. And then our height returns to our normal size again. This is the normal process of fluid going in and out of the discs. However, if we stay in a recumbent position or stay in bed rest, studies are showing just like spaceflight is harmful for the astronauts, bed rest is harmful for our backs. Our discs stay in this swollen state, and now research is showing that that can damage the disc. Here's an example of an intervertebral disc. Under load, the disc compresses, and now it takes its normal shape, its normal height. But when we unload the disc in bed rest, the disc begins to swell. So here it's compressed, and here it begins to swell. And swelling over long periods of time, the research now shows is very harmful for our discs. So not only is bed rest harmful for our intervertebral discs, but it's also harmful for our muscle system that holds us up against gravity. Essentially, if we're not challenging our spine up against gravity, our brain starts to think, I don't need strong spine muscles anymore, and I don't need strong spine bones. So we start to see select atrophy or wasting of the very important stabilizer muscles of the neck. We need those to have a pain-free neck. We need those to not have cervicogenic headaches. Not only do the stabilizer deep muscles of the neck atrophy, but the larger movement muscles of the neck, the large multi-joint muscles, they start to become very tight. And this sets up a pretty terrible muscular imbalance. Well, now that we've discussed the harm that bed rest can do to the spine, let's look at a couple tips that we can do to reverse some of this atrophy and bring some health back to the spine. Okay, tip number 1, we're going to look at changing our sitting posture to activate our spinal muscles. Deborah Falla was a researcher from England, and she showed through one of her research studies that if we sit in a particular way, we can activate our important core stabilizing muscles and start to deactivate that tightness of your other neck muscles. This will help relieve some pain on your neck. Okay, step 1 for improving my sitting posture is I need to think about my low back, the curve of my low back. If I sit all the way back on my butt bones, that's one extreme. And then if I rock forward all the way off my butt bones, that's another. And then I'm going to come down to a nice middle position. That's going to put my lower back in a neutral position. Next, I need to think about my shoulder position. If my shoulders are up or raised forward, I need to drop them and very gently glide them back over the back of my chest wall towards my spine. Very soft. Now I'm going to get my chin in the right position. If my chin is excessively up, I'm going to start to lower my chin until my chin is neutral. I don't want my chin too far forward, and I definitely don't want it too far up. Too far up leads to tightness in the muscles at the base of the head and weakness in the front of the neck. So that's step number 1. Correct the low back posture, find the middle position. Look at your shoulders, maybe relax, gently bring them back and down towards your spine, and get your chin nice and neutral. If we can correct these 3 positions, now we're off to a good start. If you're an office worker and you sit all day, every 15 minutes, a nice strategy is get into this posture, hold it for 10 seconds, and then relax and go back to work. 15 minutes later, you try it again. Find the neutral low back, get the chin in neutral, relax the shoulders gently back and down, and this can be a great strategy to help. Now we're going to get into tip number 2, how to get a good posture while standing. Okay, let's discuss tip number 2, correcting your posture in standing. Here's a great tip that will increase a little bit of healthy gravitational stress on your spine that will relax your tight muscles and activate your core protective muscles. Here's how it works. I'm going to gently stretch tall through the crown of my head, gently bring my chin to level, shoulders relaxed, and I'm going to hold this posture for 6 to 10 seconds. At the end, I relax. This could be a great exercise that you could do every 15 minutes while you're maybe at your standing desk at your job, if you do a sitting or standing desk. When you increase your posture by doing this, you're getting increased gravitational stress on your spine, which does all the good stuff that we talked about earlier. Great exercise to try. Couple tips. If your neck is really sore, your head's really sore already, your back's really sore, go at this easy. Very gently try to find the height that you're supposed to be. If you're 6 feet tall, gently try to recapture 6 feet, but don't try to make yourself 6 feet 3 or 6 feet 4. That over elongation could stress your neck and make your headache even feel worse. But if you can do this, it doesn't make your headache worse, it's a great way to get some exercise. For the last tip that we're going to give you, the 3 for 30 rule. The way this works is every 30 minutes that you're sitting, if you can find yourself getting up out of your chair, find that tall posture that we just did, and walk around for 2 or 3 minutes. As you do this, you're getting a really healthy dose of gravitational stress on your spine. It's helping your discs, it's helping your muscles, it's helping your joints. Great exercise to do. It seems like such a simple thing to do, but I've had such good success with my patients. Give it a try. Let me know what you think. Sitting posture correction, standing posture correction, and the 3 for 30 rule. 3 tips that you can do to really start to alleviate some neck and back pain. Well, that's our video for cervicogenic headache treatment. We appreciate you guys watching it. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive more videos like this in the future. Thanks again. It's bye for now, and we'll see you next time on Physio Tips with Mara.